Imagine a place where cows outnumber people. Yes, that's Nebraska for you. In this vast stretch of land, the rolling plains and quiet towns tell a story not just of solitude, but of intriguing secrets about American geography and demographics. Now consider this. Nebraska is one of the least densely populated states in the United States. With vast expanses of farmland stretching as far as the eye can see, it's easy to assume that there's simply not enough room at the inn. However, the truth is quite the opposite. Nebraska's size and its abundant resources might suggest a bustling hub of activity, akin to states like California or New York. And yet, the reality is a contrast painted in broad strokes of green fields and open skies. The state offers ample space and resources, but the echoes of quiet across its plains speak volumes. This low population density shapes a unique lifestyle and culture that is distinctly Nebraskan. So, what makes Nebraska such a sparsely populated state? Let's uncover the mystery. Nebraska's story isn't just about today, it's deeply rooted in its rich history. This land, with its wide open skies and rolling prairies, has been a stage for numerous historical events that have significantly influenced its population dynamics. Let's travel back to the mid-19th century. Imagine vast expanses of unclaimed land stretching as far as the eye can see. The Homestead Act of 1862 was a pivotal moment in American history, offering 160 acres of free land to settlers who could cultivate it for 5 years. This act drew thousands of pioneers across the continent, all hungry for a new start. Nebraska, right in the heart of the country, became a prime spot for these new homesteaders. But the story of settlement in Nebraska isn't just a tale of opportunity and prosperity, it's also a story of displacement. Long before homesteaders staked their claims, these prairies were home to numerous Native American tribes, including the Pawnee, Omaha, and Lakota. The push westward, fueled by acts like the Homestead Act, led to the forceful removal and marginalization of these indigenous populations, a somber chapter in the state's history. As settlers plowed the earth and towns sprouted up along the newly laid tracks of the Transcontinental Railroad, Nebraska's role in the great westward expansion was cemented. However, life on the prairie was not as idyllic as some had hoped. The promise of fertile land often clashed with the harsh reality of tough soil, challenging weather conditions, and isolation. These historical waves of boom and bust have left an indelible mark on Nebraska's demographic landscape. While some areas thrived, others saw populations dwindle as people moved on in search of greater opportunities or more hospitable environments. Thus, the patterns of migration and settlement shaped by historical events from over a century ago still resonate in the demographic contours of Nebraska today. History has shaped Nebraska's population, but the land itself tells another part of the story. Rolling plains and vast skies dominate Nebraska's landscape. As one traverses this part of the Great Plains, the sheer expansiveness can be both awe-inspiring and isolating. This is the geography of solitude, where land stretches far beyond the horizon, whispering tales of both freedom and solitude. Nebraska's unique position within the United States, nestled deep in the heart of the Great Plains, plays a significant role in its low population density. This isn't just a matter of space, it's about the interaction between the land and those who attempt to inhabit it. Here, the soil tells a story of struggle and survival. Farming, which dominates the state's economy, faces the relentless challenges posed by the region's climate, harsh winters and equally severe summers, not to mention the tornadoes that sweep through with little warning. The rural nature of Nebraska is profound. Cities and urban centers are few and far between, and small towns are often separated by vast distances of open land. This separation creates a lifestyle that many find daunting. The solitude of rural Nebraska might appeal to those seeking a quiet life, close to nature, but it can also be a deterrent for those accustomed to the bustling life of more densely populated areas. Moreover, the state's geographical features influence its demographic trends. Young people often move to larger cities in other states, drawn by more diverse job opportunities and vibrant social scenes, leaving behind a landscape primarily inhabited by an aging population. This outmigration contributes to the low density, creating a cycle that perpetuates the sparse settlement. Despite these challenges, there is an undeniable beauty to Nebraska's geography. The endless skies offer some of the most breathtaking sunsets, and the rolling plains a sense of peace and timelessness. It's a place where one can truly hear the silence, feel the wind, and see the stars without the glare of city lights. Geography offers beauty but also challenges. influencing how and where people live. Economics can often dictate where people choose to live. In Nebraska, the story is no different, and it's deeply interwoven with the state's predominant industry, agriculture. Nebraska's vast prairies and fertile lands make it an agricultural powerhouse, but this has also shaped its economic profile in ways that influence population density. Agriculture, while vital, does not require the vast numbers of people it once did. Advances in technology and farming methods mean fewer hands are needed on deck. This shift has left Nebraska with a high concentration of jobs in a sector that no longer supports large-scale employment like it used to. As a result, the workforce here has become more specialized, focusing on farming, cattle ranching, and biofuel production. Beyond the fields, Nebraska's economic narrative faces another challenge: the lack of major urban centers. Unlike states with bustling cities that attract diverse industries and hence diverse populations, Nebraska's urban areas like Omaha and Lincoln, though vibrant, are not on the scale of a New York or a San Francisco. This absence of large urban centers contributes to a lower variety of job opportunities in non-agricultural sectors. People often move where jobs go, and in the case of Nebraska, the jobs haven't diversified as much as in other states. Moreover, the economic opportunities in Nebraska are profoundly seasonal, with peaks and troughs aligning with the agricultural calendar. This seasonality can deter those looking for steadier year-round employment, which is more readily available in states with a more varied economic base. However, it's not all about the jobs. Economic policies and incentives also play a crucial role. Nebraska has been working on this, offering various incentives for businesses to set up shop in the state, but these efforts are still in relatively early stages compared to other states that have long been commercial hubs. The economic landscape of Nebraska is as vast and varied as the physical one, but it also plays a role in its sparse population. As we look at the broader picture, it becomes clear that while the fields of Nebraska are ripe with crops, the state's economic fields are still being sown, shaping where and how people live within its borders. Despite its low density, Nebraska is home to a resilient and diverse population. Nestled in the heart of America's heartland, this state offers a rich tapestry of both urban and rural lifestyles, each contributing uniquely to the character of Nebraska. In the urban centers like Omaha and Lincoln, the population vibrates with a dynamic energy. Omaha, the largest city, is a hub of cultural diversity, with communities from around the world making their mark. The city boasts a vibrant art scene, bustling markets, and a robust economy that centers around sectors like finance, insurance, and technology. Not to be outdone, Lincoln, the state capital, is known for its educational institutions, notably the University of Nebraska. Here, innovation and tradition blend seamlessly, creating a lively atmosphere that attracts students and professionals alike. Contrast this with the vast rural expanses that make up much of Nebraska. Here, life moves at a different pace. Small towns and communities are spaced widely apart, punctuated by sprawling farms and quiet landscapes. Agriculture remains a cornerstone of the rural economy, with generations of families working the same land, growing corn, soybeans, and raising cattle. Despite these differences, there is a common thread of resilience and community spirit that runs through the entire state. Whether in the bustling streets of Omaha or the tranquil paths of its rural towns, Nebraskans share a deep connection to their land and a mutual respect for their neighbors. Nebraska's small but mighty population holds a unique place in America's heartland. Looking ahead, what does the future hold for Nebraska? As we peek into the horizon, there are whispers of transformation, driven by innovation and strategic development that could rewrite the demographic and economic narratives of the Cornhusker state. Recent trends suggest a potential reversal in population decline. This is buoyed by significant economic developments, particularly in the realms of technology and agriculture. Nebraska's heartland is seeing a surge in precision agriculture, which uses technologies such as drones and AI to enhance farming efficiency and output. This modern approach not only promises to boost agricultural productivity, but also to create high-tech job opportunities, attracting a new wave of tech-savvy professionals to the state. Moreover, Nebraska is positioning itself as a leader in renewable energy projects. The state's vast plains are ideal for wind farms, and there's increasing investment in bioenergy solutions derived from crop waste. These initiatives not only contribute to a greener planet, but also generate new jobs and educational opportunities, making Nebraska an attractive place for environmental scientists and engineers. Culturally, there's a growing appreciation for the state's rich heritage and quiet beauty, pulling in those who seek a blend of traditional life and modern convenience. Festivals, museums, and cultural centers are expanding, enriched by the stories of Nebraska's diverse communities. The winds of change are blowing across the plains, possibly bringing new life to Nebraska. With each technological advance and economic development, Nebraska is steadily crafting a future that could see it flourish as a hub of innovation and sustainability in America's heartland.